Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Well, I've just about reached the end of any Ikebana or Moribana lessons that I can share with you because I only did it for 3 days and I'm sort of like reached my limit. But one of the things that I did think that I should share with you is when you get interesting containers like this. I love this container so much I had to buy it and bring it home like I need any more containers. But I really loved it, and I loved that they were low and they were round, and what I did find quite taxing was some of the container openings were very, very narrow, and it meant that you had to think about the placement of your flowers. Well, the reason I'm using this one is because this is the one that I used while I was there, and we were given a thing like this called a pin holder. It's got another name, but I've known them all my life as a pin holder. Now, this is what my nan used to use to keep the flowers into a container. Now, we used to use plasticine, but I haven't got any access to plasticine. So today I am about to share with you what I hope is a good idea. Now, I've got some Velcro, some sticky Velcro, and it's like really, really tough, like to pull apart, and I am just hoping that this is going to be the perfect solution to hopefully helping you if you've got one of these and you need to put it into the base of your container to hold your materials. I hope it works. Okay, so it's double, as I said, it's double-sided and it's sticky, so I'm just going to take that off there, and I've cut this to shape. I wish I could have found a bigger bit, but I couldn't, but I'm just going to push that onto there. If this works, I tell you what, I'm just going to so love myself, and you might love me as well for solving a problem. So, okay, so I've got the sticky side there. That is seriously stuck. The base, inside my base here, is clean and it's free of any dust or dirt, and there's no moisture being in there, so that it's nice and dry. And even though it's a little bit concaved up, I just hope it works. So let's just push that down and into there. I think I'm right. Now I'm just going to get this for obvious reasons, and I'm just going to give that a good push down on those little pin pricky bits to hope that they're, oh yes, right, I think I've solved a problem. Right, now water goes into the container, which I'll do after I've done this, because in case it doesn't work, at least I can carry it up and I can put it on the table where it's going to sit. And then when I put the water in, there's going to be no argy-bargy, it could move out. Okay, so I've got a beautiful leaf, which I'm just going to place into there. And this is how the master started. Beautiful round container, the beautiful shape of the green leaf, which is quite beautiful. And that's going to rest right against the other side, or I've shaped the leaf so that it can sit. And it's not quite wedged in, but it's sitting on this bit in here, this wee lip in here, so that it's not going to go, if it goes anywhere, it's only going to go up, hit that base, and then it's going to stay there. Right. We did a lot of work with things called blossom. Now, I love blossom, but I just want you to know that as far as I am concerned, when it comes to matters pertaining to blossom, it is a very fine, a very delicate form. When you cut it, it doesn't necessarily always want to continue flourishing and looking beautiful. I cut this yesterday afternoon. I conditioned it. I did everything that it was supposed to do. And even with my old lady's eyes, I can tell you now that this has got a little bit of wilt on, so I'm not even going to bother using it, because I know that I will probably get maybe a couple of hours or a day out of it, and then it's going to drop, as it's doing now, all over the bench or the placement surface. So when in doubt, pick it, leave it for a few hours. If there is any drooping or any dropping, just don't even use it. and then you will have an arrangement that will not only last longer, but it won't make a mess on your placement surface. Now, fortunately, I have some beautiful, beautiful little tulips, and I am in love with tulips. But what one needs to remember is that they are grown when they are picked, when they're being conditioned and processed, and they've got to leave the farm or the nursery or the glass house to get to you. You have to, sometimes those leaves are just a little bit marked. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press that down. It works! Yes, I love it when it works. I'm now just going to, I need some of these leaves, but these, oh, look what I mean. Oh, no, it's very unattractive. So I'm just going to cut that off there, and I'm going to press that down and into that pin holder. Oh, it makes me feel just a little bit apprehensive when I'm doing this into a pin holder, because it's a long time since my nan was here, and it's a long time since I learnt to do floral arranging into a pin holder. So I'm going very carefully and very cautiously. And isn't that just perfect? Not quite. See, look at that. I would love to have used that leaf, but it's bent over, and I can't be having it. So I'm just going to have to cut that off. And of course, when you grow your own, you can pick pristine, beautiful tulips to bring inside to put into a display. And now this one here, oh look, they're all bothersome and not looking so good. So I'm just going to put that down into there. So I'm trying to achieve, as I'm placing these, this lovely flat process. I've got this lovely plane here with some lovely movement with the leaf. I've got these lovely tulips that are going up and over. What I discovered a lot in Japan was a lot of things sweep over. Well, unfortunately, as I've just placed those, it's not going to happen. So where they are is where they're going to stay, and I'm not even going to bother doing any more with them. The next thing I'm going to put into here is some of these beautiful, oh, I just love these. Put those into there, and I'm just, where I can, I'm just quietly just finding where that pin holder is so that I can just place that into there. And then bring this other one into there like so, just as if it's a beautiful, get rid of anything that's broken. Put that down into, Alstroemeria is actually just the most loveliest flower to work with because it just lasts so long. So I just want to have this lovely little gorgeous little wee puff of red out here with those lovely tulips growing in there. And the lovely thing about the tulips is when they grow, they actually, when you cut them and put them into water, they actually continue to grow. So my thoughts are that that is going to continue to grow up and they will take a life of their own. Now, the other thing that I did notice about the Japanese design is, like, I think that this is just lovely as it is, but what I discovered was that they don't use a lot of flowers, but what they just might just put in like a little wee placement of just some just a few little spring flowers. And where I would normally just go, oh, I've got a couple there, I'll put a couple over this side, they just pretty much keep them all within their own little, you know, their own little group. And I'm just going to put that over to there. And sometimes it's where things are placed that actually gives you a little bit of time to sort of like look at it and reflect and think about why that is there. But you know, it's just the beauty of the flowers and showing the flowers to their absolute their absolute splendorous beautiful form is how the Japanese design with their flowers. And to be honest, I think it's fantastic. And every time, every design I watched being demonstrated, a lot of time was placed in how it was going to be placed, and was it pretty much so happy from the master as he put it in. I hope you've enjoyed this because I've really enjoyed my wander through Ikebana. So that's the end of that series, and next I'm off to Canada, so I'll be able to show you what I find to share floral wise from Canada. So hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you another day.